Welcome to Touring Globe. The dark side of tourist apps exposed. Tourist apps are everywhere. With just a few taps, you can book flights, reserve hotels, find restaurants, and even hire a tour guide. They promise convenience, savings, and insider knowledge. But behind the glossy design, smiling ads, and promises of simplicity lies a darker reality. Tourist apps are not as innocent as they appear. From exploiting your personal data to harming local communities, the hidden dangers are bigger than most travelers realize. In this video, we're exposing the dark side of tourist apps. By the end, you'll see why depending too much on them might cost you far more than just money. 1. The data harvesting trap. Every tap, search, and booking you make is tracked. Tourist apps quietly collect personal details, your travel history, spending habits, locations, and even browsing patterns. On the surface, this seems harmless. But in reality, this information often gets sold to advertisers, data brokers, or companies you've never even heard of. That's why, after searching for a single flight, you suddenly get flooded with ads for hotels, tours, and luggage sales. The darker side? If that sensitive data leaks, hackers could gain access to your identity, your financial accounts, and your travel plans. Imagine being abroad while someone back home uses your stolen details. 2. The price manipulation game. Ever noticed how ticket or hotel prices rise the more you check them? That's not coincidence, it's dynamic pricing. Tourist apps track your behavior and raise prices when they sense desperation. They know if you keep coming back to the same flight, you're likely ready to book, so they push the numbers higher. Clear your cookies, use incognito mode, or switch devices, and suddenly the prices look different. It's psychological manipulation at its best, making you believe you're getting a deal while ensuring you spend more than you should. 3. Fake reviews and shady ratings. Reviews are the lifeblood of tourist apps. Most travelers trust them without question. But the reality? Many reviews are fake. Companies pay agencies to post glowing comments, bury bad feedback, or use bots to flood the system with positive stars. A restaurant may look like a 5-star gem, but when you arrive, it's disappointing, overpriced, and overcrowded. Meanwhile, genuine small businesses with limited budgets get buried under fake competition. This doesn't just cheat tourists, it robs honest locals of fair exposure. 4. Exploitation of local communities. Tourist apps often highlight hidden gems or trendy neighborhoods. What happens next? Those quiet spots get swarmed by tourists. Rents rise, locals get pushed out, and small community businesses are forced to close. The money doesn't flow to the locals. It goes to the apps, the middlemen, and big corporations. Over time, authentic culture is replaced by tourist-centered shops selling the same souvenirs everywhere. Tourists seeking authenticity often end up helping destroy it. 5. Security and hacking risks. Tourist apps demand sensitive data, passports, IDs, and credit card details. But not every app invests in strong cybersecurity. Weak apps are playgrounds for hackers. Through unprotected networks, your financial data can be intercepted. Imagine landing in a new country, excited to explore, only to find your bank account frozen because your data was stolen through the very app you trusted. Free Wi-Fi networks make this worse. When apps don't encrypt data properly, cybercriminals can intercept everything. 6. The illusion of choice. Apps show you thousands of options for hotels, flights, and restaurants. But the truth? These results are carefully filtered. Businesses pay for higher rankings, while others are buried in the algorithm. What looks like the best deal is often just the best paid advertisement. Tourists feel empowered, but in reality, they are being funneled into a small group of overpriced, overexposed places. It's not a free marketplace, it's controlled visibility disguised as freedom of choice. 7. The addiction to convenience. Tourist apps are designed to keep you hooked. Push notifications, instant booking, curated recommendations. It feels easy, but it builds dependency. Instead of asking locals, exploring freely, or stumbling upon hidden treasures, travelers now rely on apps for every decision. The thrill of discovery disappears. Spontaneous adventures are replaced with step-by-step digital instructions. Apps turn authentic travel into a controlled, artificial experience. 8. Environmental costs. Tourist apps contribute to overtourism. By constantly highlighting the same trending beaches, trails, or attractions, they funnel massive crowds into fragile ecosystems. Local infrastructure struggles to cope. Beaches get polluted, hiking trails erode, and wildlife habitats collapse under human pressure. The apps, of course, take no responsibility. Their priority is engagement, not sustainability. What they market as top picks often become the most damaged places. 9. The shadow of dark tourism. Some apps go a step further, promoting experiences rooted in human suffering. Visiting disaster zones, slums, or conflict areas becomes packaged as unique tours. While some travelers are curious, this often exploits tragedies for profit. Locals are reduced to backdrops, and painful histories are turned into entertainment. Without sensitivity or respect, dark tourism becomes a business that trivializes suffering. 10. The psychological impact. What apps rarely mention is the mental side. Constant comparisons, ratings, and suggestions create decision fatigue. Tourists spend more time scrolling than experiencing. Instead of enjoying the moment, they worry about missing the highest-rated spot. This obsession with digital validation steals the joy of travel itself. The trip becomes about ticking boxes, not living experiences. 11. The hidden carbon footprint. Every digital action has an environmental impact. Constant searches, servers running, and mass digital marketing campaigns burn energy. Add that to overtourism, and the carbon footprint of tourist apps is far bigger than people imagine. When millions use the same platforms daily, the environmental cost multiplies quietly in the background. 12. Who really profits? Tourist apps claim to help locals, but most of the profits flow to international corporations. Small hotels or family-run restaurants often lose a huge cut of their earnings to commissions. Apps charge between 15% and 30% in fees. So while tourists think they're supporting local, in reality, much of the money never stays in the community. Tourist apps have revolutionized travel, but not always in the ways we imagine. Behind the sleek design lies a darker truth: data exploitation, price manipulation, fake reviews, community harm, and environmental destruction. The convenience they offer often comes at a cost to your wallet, your security, and the world you're trying to explore. So what's the solution? Use them wisely. Cross-check information. Don't trust reviews blindly. Whenever possible, book directly with local businesses. Most importantly, balance convenience with curiosity. Talk to locals, explore beyond the algorithm, and let travel remain an adventure. If this opened your eyes, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the truths hidden behind the travel industry. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe. See you in the next video.